you're talking about Lucky at a World Cup, and the Union, he wouldn't have been able to race into this year at the World Cups under the proposed current plan for next year, which hasn't been signed off on by the UCI. But from what we saw in those leaked documents, Union is not a top 15 elite team at the beginning of the year, and Lockie was not a top 50 ranked World Cup rider. He literally wouldn't have been able to, unless he had a race in a New Zealand jersey all year long, which means he wouldn't have been able to get sponsors because he can't attract the sponsors, or applied for a wild card, which is also, you're not going to get a season-long wild card. He wouldn't have been able to enter World Cups, and now he's had 2 podiums. Andrew, this is quite worrying. Listen to this. Plus or minus 30 of the 60 riders qualified. So you go look at qualifiers. Out of the 60 riders, there were more than 30 of them that were not in the top 50 and were not on a top 15 elite team. So you're telling me...
In the
yes,
60. Yeah.
Yes. Are you telling me that half of the people that qualified should not be at World Cups and aren't going to be able to race World Cups or are not allowed to race World Cups? Does that sound like a system that's fair, going to work, going to be sustainable for the future, or am I just on crack and that's the way it should be?
Why does this sound like a rhetorical question that we know the answer to?
yeah, okay. Everyone knows the answer to that, but hopefully, why am I the only one that's...
You're not the only one. I think we have to break it down once they're pushed through.
But if it's pushed through, it might be too late.
No, I understand that. The conversations are happening at a higher level. I've had a lot of conversations. I don't want to get into the proposed stuff because I think you add fuel to the fire and people get more resistance to feedback.
All right, let's just talk about Mont-Saint-Anne then.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a podcast when it's fact and all that. And I wish I had a chair at one of the tables. I'd happy to have. I've got a lot of questions. I don't have all the answers.
I know they definitely...
A lot of strategies, a lot of things I think could be done. I do feel that change is inevitable. It certainly sounds like a lot of things will go through. I was hoping that it would take longer to propose. Like you could propose them with a deadline that is pushed out further.
Yeah.
You know, going from one season to the next season is going to be a big challenge. And if it goes through, what you said is a big worry. I mean, no one can disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean, we all agree that there can be, less entrants at the World Cup in the first place. But but like I said, let's wait. Let's keep this Mont-Saint-Anne related. I want to be happy, not angry, and